Yeah. Well, hello everybody. Hello, and thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here and having this session here with Gustavo. My name is Luis Daniel Baus. I am part of the Lean Institute Colombia, and I'm really happy to be part of this event. This is actually the biggest Lean event in the world. Yes, I'm so happy, and I would like to introduce you, Gustavo. Gustavo is the general manager of Electrical. Electrical is a Colombian company that is going to Gustavo is going to explain more about it. Um, he's going to tell us about his experience. On starting Lean from zero on this company that I just talked about. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. And Gustavo, the stage
Mhm.
is yours.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Okay, the idea for this conference is to share the experience about implementing Lean from zero in Tricol as general manager. Tricol is the biggest electrical panel builder for Colombian market. It's a family company. Our orders this year is around $15 million. We are around 180 people. We had two industrial sites and 30 years of history as a company. In my background, I had around 20, more than 20 years working, implementing Lean in another company. 7 months ago, I decided to move to Etricol and accept the challenge of being a general manager in an all-in company. My challenge was try to assess the experiment to implementing Lean, being a general manager. This is the main challenge for me right now. Implementing Lean is the approach to start implementing Lean can be different. In my case, I am starting in the left side as a top-down general manager trying to implement in Lean. But in my previous job, I tried to implement in Lean from the down to the top. Another option is you hire a consultant and you try implementing Lean with the support of this consultant. In my case, I am for electrical, I am in the case one. I am general manager with expertise in Lean, trying to implement the Lean thinking. I am following the Lean transformation framework. This is my model. Right now, my house is under construction, uh, but I have very clear the Lean transformation framework is the true north. This is the model I am following, and this story is about implement Lean following is part of the transformation framework. The first part of the house is the purpose, the intentions. In my case, I define three intentions, three purposes about implementing Lean. The first one is growth. The second one is efficiency and people. The idea is generate efficiency, develop people, and use these resources in order to generate growth for the company. The first approach, that the most difficult part when you implement Lean is what is the first step. In my case, I decided to start implementing Lean using A3. I launched around 12 transformations, some for growth, another for efficiency, another for to develop people. And I launched around 12 A3 transformations using the A3 methodology. Directly, I was the trainer for the A3 methodology with my team. We implemented this 12 transformation in around 3 months. It was very quick implementation, very quick execution. And I decided A3 was the most simple tool to start the lean journey. In this company, they didn't know A3, they didn't know the methodology. It was very easy to for them to this training in order to implement the information. The second step in the house is what is the problem are we trying to solve? Identify for five chain of value, and I define with the commercial team what is the problem to solve. We had a low voltage chain of value. It is the chain of value, the problem to solve is reduce the cost 10%. In another chain of value, the problem to solve is reach delivery time below 100 days. In another chain of value, improve the stock availability. In another, they improve the cost accuracy. In the last one, they complete the offer. The here the main learning is the problem to solve is about business challenge. That is, we try to identify with the commercial deal what is the problem to solve in terms of business. No, not exactly in terms of process, more in terms of business needs. Um, this still was very important in order to clarify what is the impact in the business I want to generate and focus all the lean implementation in the direction of the problem to solve. It was, this still is really important. When you go to the pillars of the house, of the lean house, the here you find the process. Process, in addition to process, I include the organization chart. We reduce the from six to four, the organization layers, thinking also in agility. Uh, this still was very important in order to reduce the layers, to improve communication, to improve the speed to decisions, and include this part in the process. Um, I split the organization in two blocks, front office, execution, and back office. And another important topic was the implement standards, because without a standard, you don't have any problem. In this company, we didn't have any standard. We invest around 2 3 months implementing a standard, defining a standard for all the process. But here is no standard only for the plan, standard for the front office, standard for financial, and of course for operations. Another important topic is we launched some A3 for plan layout improvement as part of the 12 A3 transformations. Um, the first priority was to try to improve the flow. We implement some value stream mapping concept, but all inside the A3 template. Um, we increase the capacity for the plan in 2 months, 25%, just investing $10,000. I decide no, not all about the value stream mapping icons, not all about the value stream, just focus on value and flow. But the result was very important for the company. In the middle of the pillar, we had the management system. Here is the same topic. Usually, we try to focus the management system into the operations, problems impacting the operation, but it's very important to define the management system also for front office, also for financial, in order to have the full control of the company. In my basic mindset, I was thinking if I arrive as new guy to another company, maybe the value stream mapping will be very useful for me. But in my case, I found the management system as the most useful tool. Very important here, the message is the management system is not only for execution, it's not only for operation, it's also for front office, for commercial, and also for back office. Here we had financial, HR, this kind of part of the company also very important. The, the another pillar in the lean house is the people. It's people. It's really important. In this case, people didn't have any knowledge about lean. I started to when I write the company, I brought a gift to them. It's a Duma in order to focus on the challenge, try to reach the targets, and I brought this gift for them. All that I know about lean, I learned in primary in the school, and we implemented the A3 in order to develop the scientific thinking in my team. I tried to develop this skill in my direct reports. Also, we implemented a link game in order to have a mirror of the plan layout. We are there training all the blue collars using this link game. It's also very important in order to they learn about the flow, the width limit, polyvalence, all the standard word. The LinkedIn is really useful right now. With my direct reports, also we train them in Kara, uh, improvement Kara and coaching Kara, also very important in order to develop the scientific thinking in my direct report. And we participate in the Lean Summit Colombia 1 month ago, also uh, with 4 people from my team in order they can see the Lean implementation in other companies. Here, the strategy is create an army of problem solvers. I have trained by myself around 45 people in A3 methodology and scientific thinking. And the idea is to continue training each month around 15 people in A3 methodology in order to create an army of problem solvers that use A3. This is the strategy here in order to develop the scientific thinking in my team. Another important topic is the coaching. Great part of my time, do the Monday, Tuesday, I dedicate to coaching, to coach my direct reports. Every Monday morning, every Monday, Tuesday, we had a schedule all the year, a session, a coach session, in order to review day three, to decide the priorities for the week, in order to make some retrospective about the things implemented during previous week. And part of my strategy as lean manager in the general manager position is be a trainer, be a coach for my direct people. This is part of the things I understand as lean leadership, but I invest around 2 days in this activity. It's part of the necessary things you must do in order to be successful with lean. So the coach complement very well the three methodology, complement very well the Kara methodology, and it's very important in order to be successful. The had a big discipline with the coach. Um, In this part of of this lean implementation, I changed the way as I define lean. For me, I started some years ago, 20 years ago, talking about lean as eliminate waste. Uh, Maybe some years after, I define lean about less resources, less about speed, yes, about the value. But right now, I could define lean as helping people to grow, to develop, and very important to be successful on their jobs. When people can be successful on their jobs, the company will be successful. Um, we are trying to implement the lead with respect, learning to lead concepts. We define some leadership expectations for electrical leaders. Teach, collaborate, teamwork, results, intention, growth, go to see, and lead with respect. The ways that you can the results obviously is value, is chain of value vision, is create flow, persistence, perfections, make the problem visible, and agile reaction and scientific thinking. But this is the way as I define lean right now, and I am really being successful on this moment with this implementation. Another important topic is the mindset. The mindset is the last part of the house is in the floor. In this case, in this company, people had a mindset based on ISO 9000. The improvement for them was the audit, the finding in the audits. All another topic about the mindset is when they had a problem, they were looking guilty. The performance was measured by department. Another basic mindset that I started to change. This is the Celsius PowerPoint used during meetings. Seems to be a minor point, but it's very important. Right now, we don't use PowerPoint. We use Miro, we use Power BI, but we eliminate PowerPoint in the meetings because it's a reprocess. It's part of the of change the mindset. I replaced to the owner. The owner was in retirement. I was hired to replace the owner. In this company, the mindset was all the decisions were centralized on the owners, and I am trying to change this to empower the people. And the last mindset was the set of KPI without differentiate between business KPIs and process KPIs. Many KPIs oriented to the ISO 9000 audit, to show to the auditor. This is part of this mindset is part of the resistance, is part of the things of the obstacles you must remove in order to implement lean. But it's not also the employees' mindset, it's also my own mindset. I also had to change some things in my own myself mindset about learning, about lean implementation. Lean implementation is no copy another implementation, is customized to this company. Um, I didn't have many expectations about learning. These people has didn't have the knowledge, but I have learned a lot right now because it's a very important experience implementing lean as general manager. The scope is bigger. Is very easy in operations, but when you are implementing lean in commercial, in financial, in HR is different. And the other important point, I am implementing lean from zero. So it's not easy this part. Right now, I complete 7 months in this month. Uh, the idea is align the lean implementation with have the customer, employees, and community satisfied and be profitable. So I cannot implement lean in a successful way if I have the customer unsatisfied. I cannot lean be successful in lean implementation losing money. We are trying to align all these topics, these elements, in order to be successful about lean. And some results about these first 7 months for the company. I have been the people is receiving very well lean leadership. Also to myself, many indicators are in green. We are growing about 50%. Expenses are growing only 15%. A very important indicator is the safety about accidents. We have reduced a lot of the accidents. In September, we were in zero accidents. And
Nice.
this is very important in order to have the discipline. When the safety is good, many other things are good, including discipline, 5S, standards. But the owners are very satisfied and people is developing. In, in my personal case, I am growing as a leader, as a manager. I am trying to implement the lean leadership. Um, there are still many things missing, but we had a good progress. But in 7 months, we had still many things missing. But I think we had a very good progress. But never will be enough. But I think there is no any reason why we cannot get it on. Um, as last message about obstacles is about what is the most difficult thing for a manager is what is the next step. Uh, this for this I learned this from my brother. Is not it's very it's happening to me all the time. What is the next step for lean? For each learner, what is the next step? This is the most difficult thing I am facing right now. Okay, this is
Okay.
the main message I had for you today. If you had any question, we can share some minutes.
Thank you very much, Gustavo, for sharing all this information. And the approach that you took for electrical is just really interesting. I guess this is gonna give some clues, some important information to the people that just attend to this speech. Um, well, I guess it's not easy never to start from zero, but you just give us an idea. Thank you very much for that. I guess some of the people are asking this question on their minds, and this is about which one were like the most difficult things you faced on this road that you're right
So
now.
it's very difficult implement lean with the daily routines, with the daily workload. It's difficult. The people had free time to implement lean because you need to invoice, you need to deliver to the customer. At the same time, you are making changes in the plan. And it's the same. It's an additional effort the people is making. This is very it's an important barrier. It's
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for that, Gustavo. And also, after you're trying to face all this challenge, I guess you got some learnings from that too. So, which one do you think are the biggest one, like the most important?
no, but many learnings. One of them we had many people had the mindset that to start lean is to start implementing 5S. This is not real. It's part of, but it's not the only 5S. When you use the lean transformation framework, you are having a systemic model, and you need to implement in parallel process management system, people development, many things in parallel as a systemic point of view. Another important learning is the leader. In my case, I am not a general manager. I am a coach. I am a
Yeah,
trainer.
it's not the
I adopt this strategy, being a trainer, a coach for all my team, and this is, I think, is the right approach.
Okay, this is really really nice to see. Like when a company starts from zero, it can grow up really really fast as you are showing results to your team. Okay, maybe we have space to talk about a little. Somebody is asking to talk about more. How do you choose, or how do you prepare these first 12 A3s that you started from in your organization?
Okay, it's very important to keep Lean simple. Lean has many tools, many methodologies, more
Okay.
than 50 tools. I think the I3 was the very easy way to develop the scientific thinking, to implement changes. The I3 is very easy to understand. It's part of my coach session to review the A3, and I decided it was the easy way to start.
Okay. Well, Gustavo, thank you again very much for all the information. I don't see any comment or question on the audience. So, yeah, thank you again. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us. And I hope this is going to be useful for you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
So, have a good day.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye, people.